Yes.
Just keep going.
Here we go.
Nice.
Here we go. Ready?
Nice.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that was, I went on a trail drive. So I worked at the Express News as a photojournalist. So I did a lot of these stories there for the newspaper. And that's a trail ride I went on coming into the San Antonio rodeo. So I rode with these people like 25 miles on a horse. And I hadn't been on a horse in like 40 years. And by the time we got to San Antonio, I couldn't even walk.
So when was this taken?
That would have been
Like 80?
89, 90.
Okay. All right.
So 35 years ago. Something
So
like
this
that.
guy was like, this little boy was riding in? with
Yeah,
it?
he was one of the riders, the whole family.
He was waiting for that free breakfast taco.
It was just cold as could be, and everybody was around the fire. So,
Wow.
and this is a guy in Poteet, and he like bought and restored old windmills. So that was his thing. Yeah.
And this is like with you with the Express News as well?
Yeah, I did a whole photo page on him.
Okay, and then this
that's
is
my
in
hometown,
one of
Elkhart.
your, yes, okay, that's my
Yep.
hometown.
That's,
Okay.
that's Elkhart.
All right, uh-huh.
Yep, that's
Okay.
where I grew up.
Okay.
And so when I grew up there was a bank, a barber shop, a pharmacy, a hairstyling place, 2 clothing stores, a hardware store, and it was a viable community. And it was thriving, you know, we had our own little parades on 4th of July and all that. Now, all that's gone. Every building's vacant, nothing's there. And it all started, I think, my theory is, it started in the mid-'80s, and I can't say the name because I don't want to get sued, but a big retailer moved in that was big box, and they had everything you needed in one place at a lot cheaper price than what the mom and pop stores could sell. So, and it became
We
this
know.
domino effect, so that, you know, people started losing their jobs, then they couldn't support the local places to buy clothes, and then the barber shops closed down, and eventually the bank closed down. And really the last thing to go, from what I can tell just anecdotally, was the churches. That was the last thing to close. The few people that held on to the very end were the
There's
people
only faith in
that
who-
kept the churches, yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So they,
So do you go back home?
yeah, I've been back several times.
Yeah, because Elkhart's not that far, right?
5 hours.
Yeah.
It's up near Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
Church bell?
Church bell. Yep. Just looking straight up on
It's an
it.
interesting perspective.
All right. Which church? Your church? Like the church
No,
that-
I would have to look that one up. I don't
Okay.
remember off the top of my head that one.
All right.
I've got everything written down. I was at least smart enough to organize it that way when I did it. No, that house, no, that's a different one. So this place,
Church
I went
Pews?
there. The name of the city is called Democrat Community.
Oh.
That's the name of the town. And it was abandoned, but I just thought it was, I like the light, the way that comes in and hits the chairs.
Gorgeous.
Just the tonality of it. And I like the black and white because it just, it cuts to the chase.
Yeah,
You're not distracted
yeah.
by lots of pretty colors.
You're not.
So that one is a place, the reason I shot that, the reason I went there, the city is called Art, Texas. And I'm going to name that one Wink
Oh.
because he's got the one
Yeah,
headline.
I see it.
Heck yeah.
I love that you printed these on linen.
I know.
Yeah, the linen makes it really nice, right?
Yeah,
That's gorgeous.
the
I like
combination of the black and white.
I'm
super
sorry,
high
I'm like
contrast.
doing this all in reverse. I didn't want to like turn it
No, that's
over
okay.
and just.
No worries. So that's Oatmeal, Texas. That's outside of Austin. They have a huge, well, they did, I don't know if they still do, have a huge oatmeal festival there every year. Yeah, I don't know if it's still there or not. I haven't been back.
Horses.
I found it on the map.
Wow. Okay.
Did you just like pull out a map, just
Start
like old
looking.
Thomas Brothers map, and
To start the big
just,
old.
oh, look at this.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Shafter.
Yeah,
That's
another
again where
gravestone?
that's one of the crosses for a gravestone, and that had rotted and had fallen.
Wow.
So no names, no dates, no real clue. That's a place called Red Rock. And I shot that just a couple of years ago. It's an old abandoned house. Again, I just really like the light I find for me, because of my love of Texas and because I grew up this way in houses like this, and I see beauty in that.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
me too.
It's just a natural.
So these are like truly abandoned. Like nobody ever like
Nobody
tries
lives
to
there.
like get in there and like just.
No, the guys that own that, it was his great grandparents' house, and his long-term goal was to redo it, but right now it's just sitting empty. But he let me in to shoot it.
Wow.
And that's Fife again. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's super.
That's
I just-
beautiful.
Very
What are
pretty.
windows?
Mm-hmm.
It just one, and I was really careful with all this. I didn't do anything to like change anything or manipulate
Move
it.
stuff.
I just-
position,
right,
No staging. Yeah.
And I mean, and I've worked on Photoshop tonality and all that, but I haven't done anything. I haven't created anything new. I haven't removed anything. I've left it just the way it was with faults and all.
So like, there's no light switch. Is that like a pull thing?
Pull chain. Yep. Just the old pull chain. That's the way they used to be. Bare bulb and a pull chain.
Wow, that's cool. All right.
Sensual
No, yeah,
chandelier
like yeah. Well, yeah,
of
exactly.
the 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old insulators.
Yep.
So, and I shot that one, believe it or not, that's called Energy Texas. And I went out, they were taking down all those glass insulators and replacing them with new lines. So I ended up coming back with an SUV full of glass insulators because they were just throwing them all away.
Just doing them all
What'd you do with those?
I still have some of them. I've used some of them, sold some of them. But yeah, the old, the turquoise green ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was some white ones too.
Wow.
Okay, this one's beautiful. Hold on.
That's in Fife also. Yeah, I like the
Geometry of that.
just you
Beautiful.
feel so I think I named that one isolation.
Those vines look very War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, true,
It's like
right?
it's taking the house over. Yeah.
And it literally was. Nature is taking these places back.
Reclaiming.
Yeah, it's reclaiming.
Wow. Okay. Ooh. And then.
That's back to Shafter
Yeah.
again. Yeah, there's a few repeats in here.
Aww.
Did you print these or?
I did. Yeah, I just printed them on my home printer. Yeah. That's here in San Antonio, actually, at the livestock auction.
Oh.
I did a story on the livestock auction. San Antonio was the last big city to have like a real livestock auction here in the town, and that just happened to be there. I just love that picture. That's one of my very favorites.
Well, that's pure like freaking Texas.
As
right
Texas as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Texas is abandoned cars and windmills.
A lot of it.
Even on 46 here.
Yeah.
There was an
Another-
old truck that I looked at for like 6 months, and I'm like, I gotta get here at dawn one day and snap a picture of this old. It was an old Chevy, maybe a 50s Chevy truck. Door was open, windows blown out. I'm like, I gotta get a picture of this. 2 or 3 days ago, I went by there and it's
gone.
And I'm like, oh shit, I missed my
You
opportunity.
gotta shoot the stuff
Yeah.
when it's there.
Yeah.
Even when the light's not perfect, you
Yeah.
just gotta shoot it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my stuff, it's like I had to shoot in the middle of the day because that's when I was there.
Yeah.
Cedar Gap Baptist Church.
Cedar Gap or Gap. Cedar Gap.
Yep.
Where is that at?
That's in central Texas, north of Austin, up by Hamilton,
Okay.
off 281,
All right.
up in that area.
Okay.
A lot of this part of the collection is from kind of that middle part of the state.
So it was just wherever you were
gorgeous.
working.
Yeah, and where I would get out on the weekends and just drive. That's a place called Silver, Texas. And I'm assuming at one time they found silver there.
Yeah.
Had a
Oh, these
viable
aren't the
town.
same though.
No, different pictures, but
Yeah.
same building.
Oh, is it the same building?
Yeah.
Different
Okay.
angle.
Yeah. And you guys don't feel obligated to go through all the stuff. It's a lot to look at.
No.
I'm just wanting to get a general consensus of
My arms
what
are getting tired.
people think.
If anyone cares.
All right, hold on then. Okay, hold on. Okay, all right. Here's
Oh,
this
that's in
one.
That's
Fife
this way.
again.
Yep.
Yes.
That's the.
This one
Yes.
right here.
Yes. Okay, all right.
Look at the way he
Love
set
the
this up,
piano
baby.
keys.
Yeah.
So he took
So let's put
Amazing
it
Grace.
together.
He took Amazing Grace out of
Yeah.
a hymnal. I mean, that's just amazing.
No, but I love what he did with that one too. With his hometown. You know?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Awesome. All right, this one.
That's Norton, Texas.
Love that.
So I wouldn't. It was winter time. I wouldn't have gone in there in any other time because I would bet you any amount of money that place was full of rattlers underneath.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
lordy.
Yeah.
So we're not afraid. We're not afraid of ghosts.
What's that?
We're not afraid of ghosts.
No,
Just
not afraid of
rattlers.
ghosts.
Just
I'm
rattlers.
afraid of rattlers, but not ghosts. That's in a place called Gouldsbus, Texas, and that guy's name was Tony, and that was his hat.
That was his hat.
Tony's hat.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
Just-
I never saw. Seen that.
Hold on. One more. Actually, a couple more.
Okay.
A couple more. Wait.
That is in Stewart's Mill. It's East Texas. It's about an hour from where I grew up, and the title of that one is Slow Days in Stewart's Mill.
That's super
Big old iced tea by the side
Yeah, it's like
there.
if everybody, if you had a grandpa or grandma back in the day, that was the kind of chairs they
Back
had.
in
Is there ever a
filters.
fast day there?
No.
No. Ooh. 2 pianos.
That's in Fife again. Yeah, Fife
Wow.
is rich with this beautiful places, and that's the name of that one. 2 pianos. It's just
Wow.
simple
I
as
like
it
that. I like
gets.
that
And,
a lot.
and is this abandoned? Like, is
Yep,
it?
just gone. And now it's gone completely. The buildings aren't even
Could
there
have taken
anymore.
the piano.
Yeah, I could have taken
If
it.
you'd
But
wanted
well, what
to.
am I gonna do? Put it on top of my truck?
I'm just
Who
saying.
loved Betty Davis in Texas?
Yeah, that's in Taylor.
Taylor.
So Taylor's one of those towns that basically was dying away, but has come back as a modern city because of Elon and Tesla.
Really?
But all the old stuff's gone. It's all new and shiny.
You go back to the piano with a truck. You take it.
It's not there anymore, dude.
You take it.
It's gone.
Theater?
It's old theater, Texas Theater. Yeah, it's a
Where's
place
that?
called Sanco, Texas.
And Seiko.
Sanco,
Okay.
S-A-N-C-O.
And
Seiko.
where is that at?
And that is up near Abilene,
Abilene.
close to Abilene.
I know Abilene very well.
See, that's my dream. Like your church dream, that's my dream. The
The
whole
theaters?
theater. Yeah.
That's my hometown. That's the hardware store that pretty much if you needed it, they had it.
Yeah. Like an old general store.
Yep.
From the 1800s.
Yep.
So when was this picture taken?
That was taken in 1989,
Wow.
and it's all gone.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just an abandoned building now.
Wow.
That's the Star and Bullock hardware from Deadwood.
Yeah.
That's
So the one you asked me about earlier, what you were looking at, that's their new church. That's
That's a new church.
That's the new church in Norton, Texas. Yeah. You're
Kind of
looking
looks
at-
like the old church.
Yeah, it looks like the old church. The new church looks like the old church. What's that song?
I don't know.
Here's the
I-
new boss, same as the old boss.
The Hood, is that right?
I always remember the jerk when they built the other house and it looked the.
Oh,
It's
right.
exactly the same. Yeah. Lucky Strike.
That's in Shafter too. I like that because it's like, think how long ago they quit making you
Yeah.
advertise
Right.
cigarettes.
Right. Uh huh.
That's super cool.
Well, and the,
Smooth.
just
Clean,
the way that's
fresh, and
torn.
smooth.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just
Just
beautiful.
weathered.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. What is this?
That place, I went to that town because the name of that town is Nimrod. Nimrod, Texas.
I've seen Nimrod. We've driven past Nimrod somewhere.
And it's like, I gotta go there and check
Yeah.
it out.
Oh, I thought you were being funny. Yeah.
No, no.
Okay.
No.
Oh, it's funny.
I
It's
remember
so funny.
seeing it.
Yeah.
Now
Nimrod.
we saw
It's so
Nimrod
funny.
on the way back, like when we were when we were making fun of Alvin and Jennifer's little town.
Way up there by Mule
Way
Chute.
up there by Mule
Chute.
Chute.
So out of all of Nimrod, that was the money picture.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
The only
There
one we're
wasn't, there wasn't a
snapping.
whole lot there.
Tour's
That's in
over.
Poteet
The
again.
tour's over.
Oh, that's super cool.
So does this guy have like a
Gorgeous.
field of,
He does.
Just
of windmills?
old windmills.
Oh my god.
That
Yeah.
he just like he
He
just
restores them
saves.
and he sells them. The windmill at the Hot Hill Country, he restored that
Oh, are you
windmill. and put
kidding?
that
Oh,
one
wow.
up. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
And that was like, what, 25, 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
That's
Yeah.
how I first got connected to him because we were covering the Hyatt
The
opening.
opening, yeah.
And that's how I was able to connect with him. It's just an old chair that was outside of here in San Antonio, and I just I love the beauty of something like that.
That is gorgeous.
Don't sit on
Yeah, don't stand on it.
it. Crash.
I feel bad for
That could be the
us.
title of that one. Don't
Don't
sit.
sit on
Crash.
So
No.
Spencer, every one of
it.
these
Warren.
looks like the cover of a Joy Division album,
Yeah.
right?
No joke.
Right?
Really?
It's
No
and it's
joke.
the
Oh.
it's the slow decay,
Yeah.
The loneliness.
like the
Yeah.
falling apart of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But
lends
the
itself
beauty
well
of
to
it-
like 4AD
But the beauty of it.
music, right?
Exactly.
But the beauty
Right?
of
There's
it.
Mortal Coil. Boom.
No.
You know, I mean, just
Yeah.
perfect.
This is
Ex Mal
gorgeous,
Deutschland.
though.
Yeah.
I love
Like that
that. Yes, I do.
Well, I'll make a collage of that one.
I love that. Yeah.
There's nothing here that
Yeah.
wouldn't be worthy of doing this.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
No.
But
Seriously.
but a coffee table book,
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Crazy.
But the way that you write, Morris, dead serious, because I've been reading your book. I
Have
just
you
haven't
read-
been- Yes.
How far have you gotten? I'm
Yes.
curious.
I've gotten to like a quarter.
Okay.
You write so well.
So has anything shocked
but
you yet?
have to. We'll talk about that.
How much have you put 2 and 2 together yet?
Of course. Yeah. But we'll talk about that later.
It equals 4.
But
Okay.
what I'm saying is, like, you
Okay.
really do have a way of storytelling.
I'm a
You
good
have
storyteller,
way-
and I grew up with storytellers.
Yes.
Can I cut this
Yeah,
off?
you have a way with words.
No, keep it going.
Uh-huh.
So
And-
we had I grew up on a ranch, and we have one TV station. So pretty much every night I sit out on my grandparents, and they told stories. That's the way
That's
they
how we used to
entertained.
do.
So I learned to tell the story
Yeah.
the way they would tell a story.
Well, okay. So there's an oral story, and then there's a written story.
Right.
You have a very, very good grasp of like just the written word of telling a story.
Really?
Which
See,
is
I think I can do the oral part, but I think I need a writer to do the writing part.
I don't think so. I just think you need a good editor.
I do need a good editor because I can't spell worth shit.
Yeah, you
As
just
you
need a
saw.
good editor. But I will tell you though, right now though, like I mean seriously, like if you were to tell even just like a 2 or 3 like sentence to each one,
Right.
just like what came to your mind like immediately, this would be
Well, my plan is I'm hoping with a book to have
huge.
like because you can find all this stuff online, the history of these towns, and then I would like to do like the history and then like a personal point, what I saw,
What it
what
means to
drew
you.
to me, or why I went to that city, or what was happening. Like the one right there that I'm working on, the name of that town is Pancake, and I'm gonna call that one Flaps Jacked.
Yeah.
So I like the whole play on words thing,
Yeah. No,
Just have a little fun.
Excellent. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
excellent.
Thank you. Well, thank y'all for looking at it.
Oh gosh,
So,
no.
I mean,
Thank you for like letting
you guys,
us look at
I
it.
mean,
Are
y'all,
you kidding me?
I'm hoping y'all will help me with the social media and all of
for
this.
sure.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do kind of as a down payment is like you guys pick one of them out that you want so that I know in the future you'll help me with social media.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he will.
So
You've
pick-
already done that.
Well, pick one of these out. Pick a finished piece out.
Oh, you pick it out.
No,
pick
whatever
out
you
your
like.
favorite one. Nope, you pick it up. I'll tell you what though, I do love that one.
The chair one?
Yes.
Well, I'll do you one just for you on that.
I
We'll
do
call it
love that
Teresa's
one.
chair. How about that?
I would like that.
But thank you guys for taking the time. I know this has been
Absolutely.
a lot of time,
Oh
so
my
thank
gosh.
y'all.
It was kinda
No,
fun.
that was
Thank you. I'm glad you
great.
enjoyed it. I
Frankie's
really
chair.
think people that are from here are gonna like, even if they didn't grow up like this, they're gonna connect to this.
No, I
I absolutely do. Like if you don't see like some connection with that, and dead serious, like normally, like his eyes will glaze over and be like,
But it's
not.
interesting.
But it's
very-
interesting. Like
yeah,
it
no, I
really
love
truly
that
is.
old
It's
Texas.
interesting.
So I
Yeah.
need to find somebody I need somebody like a Matthew McConaughey or somebody like that to see this work and be like, I'll be your patron.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be your benefactor.
Hey, so
I think he will be.
so you know what you might want to consider is I'm gonna have a lot of wall space in the parade of homes. There's probably gonna be like 10,000.
Really?
There's gonna be like 10,000 eyes there. If we can find a space, between you and I
would love to
maybe
do that.
to put up a couple pictures. I'd be happy to display
It's a
That'd be
some.
showcase
fantastic.
house.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we just have to kind of figure
The right
out like
the right spot.
yeah.
Well, and I, like,
brilliant.
and I don't
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, like 10,000 eyes
That's
will, well,
freaking
20,000 eyes will be on it.
brilliant.
10,000.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So I have several that if are like of kitchen and cooking scenes, homemade bread
Yep.
that you could do in a kitchen.
You know what? So I think the home's too,
That'd be wonderful.
the home's too like
Modern.
unfinished. No, unfinished
Oh,
at this
okay.
point in time. But
You should go over there.
But yeah, so maybe go over there, or maybe next time you come to Bernie, maybe like in the next let's say 4 to 6 weeks, let's go there and
Take a look.
yeah, because I think it has to be right for both of us, and if you can find a good spot for it, and yeah,
That'd be
we
great.
can figure it out.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, because I mean that gets huge coverage.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it does.
and that's what I need. I just need for the right
Yeah,
person
the
to
right
put
person
their
to
eyes
see
on
it.
it.
and then
It
Right.
would
One
be
money
so
person.
good.
And then whether or not you can do like cool little like placards
Like a nameplate,
next to
yeah.
it or whatever, or maybe Dan and Teresa can. I don't know, but that's something that you guys can figure out.
Sure. Yeah.
Whichever.
Yeah. I mean, I would like that. I mean, that'd be really. So thank you. See, and this is what it's going to take.
Yep.
It's just
networking.
the right person has to see it,
Yeah.
and I think, and like I said, I think so many people connect to it that I think people are going to be like, yeah, I'd like to see this
Yeah.
done to hand down to
Well,
the
and
future.
if nothing else, being in that house, all these people that are into this hill country chic,
Yeah.
like real high-end hill country
You-
stuff.
and so I design my own home. Like I don't get a designer or anything, and I don't listen to anybody.
Yeah.
I do have a stager that's staging, and they're going to provide, but I don't know what they're providing.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
not like all in tune to their stuff. So
Well, I mean, and this
Alright.
would be something that people had not seen before.
yeah, no,
You know,
exactly.
it would make it look like it's not
Yep.
staged.
Yep.
Yeah.
So no,
Oh,
I
this
would,
would be
James,
so
I appreciate that.
awesome.
Very
Yeah,
helpful.
no, I think honestly, like the office area,
Okay.
it'd be really cool there. But yeah, I mean, just look, let's
Anywhere.
let's take a look together and see.
That'd be
Say
great.
goodnight, Gracie.
What's that?
Say goodnight, Gracie.